Nelson Mandela, Politics and Imaginary Metaphorical Stories. The path to freedom is never easy, but it is always worth walking. Pierre, living in a lower-class neighborhood in Paris, secretly dreamed of becoming a top chef while working as a waiter in a small cafe. Despite dreaming of creating culinary masterpieces in the kitchen, reality was harsh. His conservative boss constantly mocked him, saying cooking is not for you, and never allowed Pierre into the kitchen, leaving him in quiet despair. One day, Pierre found a poster for a cooking school open day on a street corner, and with a pounding heart, he rushed to the event. However, upon learning about the exorbitant tuition fees during the briefing, his dream seemed even more distant. Despite this, a part of him refused to give up. If I give up on this dream, I will regret it for the rest of my life, Pierre thought, as he sought advice from friends and began working multiple part-time jobs around the clock. As he tirelessly saved money while sacrificing sleep, a regular customer, noticing Pierre's fatigued face, approached him and asked, "What are you working so hard for?" When Pierre shared his dream, the elderly customer was moved and introduced him to a local support organization. The organization, inspired by Pierre's passion, offered him a scholarship. Finally, Pierre enrolled in the long-desired cooking school and absorbed new techniques with shining eyes. He realized how precious those days of hardship had been for him. After graduating, he bought a small cafe and began anew as an owner's chef. On the cafe's opening day, his former boss, who once belittled him, happened to visit, tasting the food with amazement. "This is exquisite. Who made this?" the boss asked. Smiling, Pierre replied, "The man who used to wait tables at this cafe." The boss, silent for a moment, eventually clapped his hands and admitted, "You are indeed a great chef." That night, alone in the kitchen, Pierre reflected. It was those tough days that allowed him to grasp this freedom and pride. The words that came to his mind were none other than Mandela's famous quote, "The path to freedom is worth walking."